my mindful adventures, ready for your weekly dose of the blog post. It's kind of windy out here. I hope it's not too windy. Just do this, I guess. It's not too bad, I hope. But anyway, so this week we are talking about self-discipline, because a lot of people think that self-discipline is actually like a negative, horrible, awful thing, and it's really not. We're talking about the D word here. So if you clicked on it, like, be like, what's the D word? Well, the D word is discipline. So I hope you guys are ready for this, because we need to talk about it. We need to break it down. We need to deconstruct it. We need to build it back up, because that discipline, like the discipline you're probably thinking of, like little pow pow, you got, if you got spankings. I ain't never call it no pow pow. I call it ass whooping or spanking. Like there's no pow pow in this bitch. We're gonna talk about all that, okay? So hopefully it's not too much of a trigger for you guys. Definitely will make a note of if I talk about it. It's just gonna be mentioned. I'm not gonna like go into crazy detail. And plus that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about self-discipline, which is an act of self-love, a amazing, spectacular, amazing this is an amazing act of self-love. My shirt is crooked, bro. Like, can they just, can they, it is what it is. Okay, so yeah, so this is the second week of the Taboo Month. So obviously, you know, discipline, I'm looping in it with being taboo, because like I said, it's a D word. A lot of people don't want to talk about it. They're like, discipline, oh, we don't talk about that, oh, you know what I mean? But we need to talk about it, okay? We need to talk about it. So like there's a lot of like anxiety around discipline, right? Because like, and like the reason why you don't want to talk about it is like, you were punished, and when you're punished, it wasn't helpful. Like, it wasn't like conducive to you learning and becoming a new person, and like really stepping into like your own power in a way. Like, you were basically just like kind of beat down in a way that you were basically being punished for, one, being yourself, and two, for something they would never understand, because unlike you now, who knows what you can give, who knows what you're able to do, who knows like the kind of person that you are deep down, like your parent is never going to know what your 100% looks like, truly looks like, because they're never going to be you, and they're never going to fully understand all of these things that like may have been a problem. And by problem, I mean, you might be saying, I'm giving 110%, like I'm giving more than I can possibly give, but to them, in their eyes, they see that they think you're giving like 50%, and in reality you're giving it all, blood, sweat, and tears, like, you know what I mean? So like, now that you're older, you can look back and be like, okay, I see that type of discipline is not helpful. Like, that is not something that's going to help me thrive and become the person that I know I'm supposed to be, and the person I know I can become. So, you know, we're gonna reframe it. Like I said, we're gonna reframe what discipline is. And I'm getting myself all dirty. Yeah, get that calf out there. Them Chacos, sponsor me, Chacos. Anyway, so, cause like, honestly, true self-discipline leads to freedom. I mean, that's not crazy. True discipline, self-discipline leads to freedom and love. And it's one of like the most ultimate acts of self-love you can possibly do. He wants to be in my lap. I know you guys are probably like, wow, you're talking about stuffed animal. Who? Fuck you. First of all, if you're judging me, second. My bear is my best friend. If you were here last week, you would know. Anyway. So, and don't start talking to me about how I yanked him out of the seat, or yanked them out of their seat, okay? For my bear, I know what they can handle. Anyway. So yeah, so self-discipline is like, yeah, it's about love and freedom. Like, it leads you to a sense of freedom. It's not about control. It's not about total control. It's not about like basically having like a tyrannical like approach to your life. Like, you deserve freedom, you deserve love, you deserve peace, like, you deserve to be rewarded for the effort that you put in. Like, let's talk about positive feedback loops. If you're here for that, we're here for that. Okay. And then yeah, so basically, yeah, I'm about to say the words before I'm supposed to say them. Self-discipline is a foundation. It is one of the foundations. Sorry, he wants to hold this. He wants to hold this. Self-discipline is one of the foundations for your life, to build the dream, to build the life of your dreams. I was gonna say the dreams of your life, but that don't work. To build the life of your dreams, like to really to obtain all the goals and to do the things that you want to do. If you want to have like a fucking shredded body and you want to look hot as hell and be tan, if you can tan, don't try to tan if you can't tan. Spray on tan, I guess. I don't know, some kind of bronzer. I don't know, but don't don't push your skin too much, man. If you want to like go back to school and like learn something new, if you want to change careers, if you want to pursue your passions, if you want to like, I don't know, literally anything, like, this self-discipline, that's what's gonna get you there. That's what's gonna get you where you're trying to go. Yeah. 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 I know I've seen like a crazy person, bro. I'm just weird, alright? Just stick with me, okay? Just stick with me. I promise you, I'm a grown ass fucking adult. Okay. So, first section of the blog post, okay, I didn't say this, but I go through each section of the blog post in the videos, but of course, I add extra information and omit some stuff, so it just depends. They're supposed to be they're supposed to be consumed together. So if you read the blog post, you should be watching the YouTube video too, and if you're watching the YouTube video, you should be reading the blog post. Blog post is just more formal. Yeah, this is more formal than this, obviously. This is a lot. This is a lot to be typing. All these random interjections and stuff. Yes, I know. I need to go. I need to start moving. So yeah, so punishment versus protection. Like, we were punished when we were kids. Like, we were told, like, I keep wanting to say this. Like, I don't know. Like, when I was getting, punished, trigger warning, when I was getting spanked, it was always like, this is hurting me more than it's hurting you, but in reality, it's like making me feel some type of way, and the some type of way is no bueno. It's not good. It's very negative. Like, I feel like a lot of the punishment that we received as children left us feeling ashamed, left us feeling like a burden, or like we're being forsaken or being left behind or ostracized by our own family, by the people we're supposed to be trusting, by the people that we were supposed to trust, but we feel like we're not worth it to them, or that we are not as important as we thought that we were, because they're punishing us in a way that's literally making us not ourselves. Does that make sense? Because, like I said earlier, your parents don't know who you are inside and out. Like, that's only something that you can possibly know. So there was no, in a way, there was no punishment that was really fitting. There is no punishment on this planet that someone else can give you that is fitting for what you can give yourself. And I'm not saying you're punishing yourself, but I'm saying like you're course correcting. Like, a lot of people, like a lot of, I would say, people believe in, and I don't want to like stereotype the entire world or like a specific demographic, because I've seen people get spanked in every color. I've seen people get yelled at in every color. I've seen people get put in the corner in every color. Like, everybody has their own way of doing what it is that they know to do. And a lot of these punishments leave us feeling less than. And what I'm saying, like, they're just, what they're doing is they're trying to course correct. They're trying to make sure that you turn into a civilized, normal, productive human being, when in reality we should be encouraging our young ones to follow their dreams and figure out what it is that makes them light up, makes them shine, what makes them want to do what it is that they came here to do. Because when you're born, I believe you truly are born with a purpose. You're born with, like, knowing what it is that you want to do. You may not have a word for it, you may not quite understand exactly what it is yet, but once you get older and once you start learning what it is you like and dislike and all those things, and learning what your 100% looks like and what you can give, what you need, what you want, all of those things, like, as you're learning and growing, like, so you're able to course correct, right? You're able to check in on your inner self and see, like, where you're standing at. When you're able to do that, then it leads to you walking in your divine purpose, walking in the path that you came here to live out. I know I'm supposed to be here to help people and animals. I don't like PETA style helping animals, but like helping animals help people. Like, so we're able to, and my animal. Okay, we're all animals, right? Straight up, we're all animals. Humans are people. Humans are people. Animals are people. We are all animals. I just, that is, I will still eat cows and pigs and sheep and goats and elk and deer and all of that delicious stuff. All right. But the way we treat them before they get to that point is very important to me. Cause I love myself a bacon burger, bro. I love myself some brats. I like myself some euros, man. But no, I came here because I know I wanted to help, like, people and animals, and, like, help people learn how to live and, like, really understand, like, change is the only thing that's constant. So why don't we, like, learn how to correct so, like, we can change in the way that we want to change? Reference. Yeah. I'm such a child, but I'm an adult. I promise. What, Bear? Yeah, I know. I know. I need one. But anyway, your parents, they were, they're trying to course correct. They're trying to do this for you in a way, but it didn't really, it's not very much of a protection if you're feeling like that, when you should be feeling like you should be able to do some things. And by do some things, I mean, like, man, I feel like I'm rambling about. Hold on a second. Let me take a breath, because I'm gonna take some water. Get some water. That's what I'll do. Get some water. Take a breath. This wind is winding. The universe is telling me to take a breath. Just hold on with me, please. I need to move on. That's what I need to do. But yeah, so basically now you're able to be your inner parent. You're able to be that person that you needed to have when you were a child. Now you can do it because you're an adult and you're able to take care of your own needs and own necessities and all of those things. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. He doesn't want to hold it anymore, so there. It's behind his head. Oh, I can clip it to their ear. No, that's too painful. Okay. Hopefully you guys didn't hear all that. You probably did. Anyway. Oh, they want me to do this so that the wind. Okay. I'm not crazy, I promise. So yeah, now you have the choice. You have the power to make that decision for you. To decide what it is that you need, what it is that you want to do, what it is that you long to do. This is now your choice. If you're here watching this, if you went to read the blog post, I put it in there too. But if you're watching this now, you're ready. You're ready to take note of what it is that you need and desire, and standing up for what it is that you know is right. You 100%. You're able to steer your own ship without like trauma and things coming at you when you're trying to live, you know? Who wants to be miserable? And then in the back of your head, all you're hearing is like somebody who you should have trusted, you should have been able, not should have trusted, but should have been able to trust fully with your entire being, tell you some fuck shit. Or, you know what I mean? So, like, it, you are in the ultimate power move right now. If you're here right now, you're here to make that ultimate power move, to shift out of that bullshit and step. Why did you do that? A whole you can't see it, but it's a teeny tiny little gnat, and it, you're such a weirdo. Okay, the next section from the blog post is a reframe, a love letter to your future self. Because you know it's a love letter. Like we're learning to love ourselves. Like discipline is love, because you're correcting yourself in a way that you're able to better fulfill your own dreams and own goals. There's a red cardinal over there, very cute. I think they're called Carolina red cardinals. I think those are the ones that we have. They're cute. Oh, then that left. Um, yeah, so like now you're able to be that loving parent, like I just said. Like you're able to be that parent for yourself. You're able to show up with compassion and love for yourself in a way that you weren't able to do before, because you had someone else show up with that love and compassion in their own way, but not in the way that you need it the most. See, this is the biggest thing. Like this is you really I'm gonna put the reparenting blog post in here, because this is really a lot about reparenting yourself and like being like your own, not just being your parent, but also being your own best friend, having your own back, being your everything for yourself. Because that's, I mean, you're supposed to, you know, you gotta be your everything. Like it's just gonna be me, myself, and I, you, yourself, and you for the rest of your life. You're born with yourself, you'll die with yourself. I mean, there may be people around if you're in a situation where more than one person passes away at the same time in the same vicinity, but it's it, it's I don't know why I brought that up, but like I guess that'd be the only way. So if you're sitting there like, well, what if it now? Well, guess what? You're still dying by yourself. Okay, there is nobody else in your body. There's no other soul in your body. It's just you and the little bits and pieces of energetic experiences that you've carried from other people trapped in your muscles and stuff. And then you leave. You all just dip, and that's you. You're just. I don't know why I'm talking about that. Later we'll talk. This month we're gonna talk about that, because I feel like death is also another taboo. Like there's so much more than just like death and rebirth are just. Okay. Sorry, sorry, not sorry. Like let me have my moment. Let me speak, man. If you guys want to talk about it, let's talk about it in the comments. Like, come on, let's have a conversation. So yeah, like yeah. So so now that you're able to like be that loving parent for yourself, be that person for yourself, be that bro for you, you're able to like set more boundaries against the things that harm you and harm your peace. Like instant like gratification. Like we want things and we want it now. I want to have multiple businesses and to help billions of people, if possible, billions, millions, millions of billions of all the people. I want to help everybody, okay? You know, and I right now, this very moment, what is it? It's October 7th at 6:56 p 6:56 p.m. Central Standard Time. I don't even have a vehicle to my name. I don't have a house to my name. I don't have any of that, but I know it's coming. And I know that I'll be able to do that eventually. But I need to course correct myself so that I can see those things come to fruition, see those things be what they're supposed to be. See what those things are supposed to be? What the fuck, Jamila? See those things come out the way that they're supposed to go because I took the time. Sexy leg. I took the time to figure out what works for me, what doesn't work for me, and how I want to feel when I get to where I'm going. Because that's another big thing too, is knowing how you want to feel when you finally achieve those goals or achieve those or sorry, get your needs met. I don't know why I'm trying to keep saying goals. Also, to get your needs met, because like you show up as the person you want to be when you get your needs met, so that you're able to better receive the most, to be able to openly receive fully what it is that you need. Because it's like eating your food, but eating it so like it's like if you don't show up in the way that you want to receive, it's like showing up to like this big ass feast, right? And you haven't eaten for like a little bit, like it's not like you're gonna eat and you're gonna like start throwing up and like dealing with all that. No, no, no. It's like you're hungry, right? You're fucking hungry, and you get to this place and they have this huge buffet, and you're like, it's everything that you like. All right, it's everything you like. I don't know what that is, but it's everything you like. And you go, and you start eating, but you're eating like the fucking Cookie Monster. If you know who I'm talking about. Like food going everywhere. And you're not really getting anything because it's all flying out of your mouth. You're not sitting there taking the time to chew it and swallow it and like actually eat. Like you're basically a hollow puppet with a hand up your ass. Okay. I'm funny. I'm hilarious. don't don't fault me for being funny. I don't know why I said that. You're not a hollow puppet with a hand up your ass. But maybe that's what you feel like, and that's why that came to me after I said Cookie Monster, which is basically what Cookie Monster is. I don't know what I'm talking about. This is what Cookie Monster is. Okay. Okay. But anyway, like not show like I was like I'm trying to say, showing up not as like who you want to be when you receive. You're basically pulling a Cookie Monster. Shit's going everywhere, and none of it's actually going in your body, and you're not getting the nutrition and getting the supplements and getting all the things that come with that food to help your body fuel and you to be better. And you're really just like making a giant mess for what? You know what I mean? But part of that, setting boundaries, setting like so you're able to, you realize like instead of taking all this food and shoving it in my mouth and going crazy, I'm gonna sit down and I'm going to take bite-sized pieces, or I'm gonna bite off bite-sized pieces and chew my food and swallow it in a way that I don't choke and die, so that I can get the nutrients and the things that I need. So, out of context of a giant feast for food, you're hungry. This could be people in your life that make you feel drained when you're around them. Like you feel like you're doing all this shit, but then when you leave, you're like, damn, I didn't get nothing. It's just like going to that feast and like you didn't get anything back. You're just like giving and giving and giving, people pleasing, by the way, and giving, and you're not getting anything back. Like there's no reciprocation. Like you're just giving yourself, and no one's there for you when you need them, but you're there for them, you know what I mean? Or you're helping them but they're not helping you. People like that, I mean, that could be emotionally too. It doesn't just have to be physical help. or being like physically being there. Like it could also just be an emotional thing as well. And also it doesn't have to be people. It could be situations. It could be like every time you go to the bar, I'm gonna keep using alcohol because alcohol is such a great example. Every time you go to the bar, you keep saying, "Oh, I'm just gonna drink one beer," and then next thing you know, you're 5 beers down, and you're like, "Let's drink some tequila." And like, no, stop going to the bar. Or if you go to the bar, like limit yourself. Be like, I know that if I'm here more than 10 minutes, I'm gonna order another beer. Then put a fucking timer on your phone. Have someone call you. You know, make sure that you're able to fulfill that so that you don't keep showing up back at home or wherever the fuck you're going after that fucked up. You know, that type of thing. That's having a boundary with yourself and then having someone else help you. There is a cicada in this tree. I know you guys can hear it, but I know it's not super loud, so I'm not gonna be too worried about it. It's just very loud. um, but yeah, I just want you guys to know, like, this also has to do with boundaries. So I'm gonna also link down below boundaries, like the boundaries blog post that I did down below. So it's gonna be the this week's blog post, which is the Taboo Truth: self-discipline is the ultimate act of self-love, not punishment. And then underneath that will be the inner child blog post, and then under that will be the boundaries blog post. And I feel like all of those are really good foundations if you're trying to build a foundation so that you can build really good self-discipline. All of that will help you really get some of this down and like really help you, because some people think boundaries are like these walls, and they're really not walls. I mean, in a way they are, but they're also think of them as ice walls. Like you can melt them and move them and like freeze them, and like they're fluid, but they're rigid, but they're not so rigid that like you don't let anything in. You know what I mean? Um, and also like reparenting or inner child, because your inner child's always there. Like usually people like shove that down and like ignore it, and they act like it doesn't exist when in reality it does exist, and it's dictating a lot of how you're showing up and reacting to people. Like if you wanted to know why you freaked out when your coworker did a certain thing, it's likely because it's triggered from something from your childhood. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. So I'm gonna put that down there. So that can also help with this process if you want more information. I think they also have a video on boundaries and inner, so that will be also linked in the bottom of those blog posts, so you can get to those videos. Or if you want to go look around YouTube, it should be there. Or I can just link them in the thing. I think I can link them up here now. I don't know. I don't know if it's up. If it popped up when it popped up, it popped up there. But it's also going to be down in the description. So I don't remember how this works. Because I don't have a lot of followers, so, or any subscribers for that matter. And by subscribers, I mean the people that are paying subscribers. I don't, I don't understand how the monetization thing works. YouTube is weird. But yeah, so like setting these boundaries and able to like guide yourself and course correct yourself, um, will it builds self trust, because you know that you can trust yourself to uphold these things for you, to do these things for you, to be able to live your life in a way that is honorable to you. And when you're able to do that, wouldn't it be easier to trust yourself if you could trust yourself with the little things and like the like just daily life things, that knowing that you have your own back so that you can get to the goals you're trying to go to? I mean, doesn't that sound amazing? I think it sounds amazing. But I could be crazy. But having that self-trust for yourself will help you with fulfilling this self-discipline, fulfilling these needs that you have in order to become the person that you want to become who you were born to be, who you know you should be, and maybe you don't know, but having the discipline to be like, hey, at least I know this is where I want to go. Like, I know now that I actually want to like learn how to cook. I don't know, maybe that is you. I don't know, maybe it's not. And you can learn how to do that. So what are we talking about? Well, you can learn how to do that each day, like doing something. Like maybe today you work on your knife skills. You like cut yourself a sandwich. A sandwich? A salad is what I was trying to say. It could be a chopped salad. I mean, a sandwich. I don't know. Um, Hold on a second. Let me see if I can adjust this. Can I make this a little bit brighter? Oh, I can. Oh my god, you guys hate me. No, I'm just kidding. No, you guys are gonna love me because I did it. um, yeah, you could do that. Maybe you want to learn how to make broth, and you're like, I have a bunch of like leftover chicken bones or something. You can put that in the pot and learn how to boil it and save it and like all of that stuff, because you can do a lot of stuff with chicken broth and all kinds of things, and make your own soups, and you can put it in your rice, give your rice some flavor. Okay, I like to cook anyway. But yeah, so you're able to do those little things day by day, and you reward yourself too. Like, that's another thing. We're gonna get into that next section, okay? Next section, because I need to move on. He's like, you need to move on. I need to move on. Keep saying he. I know they're they them, but most he's usually he. Sometimes they're she. It just depends. The next section, the Mindful Toolkit. Yay! Action steps. So you want to know your why, right? You want to know why you're doing what you're doing, why certain things make you feel a certain way. Because I mean, and before you start going, I don't know what I'm doing. This comes with mindful. Why don't I mean all that noise? It comes with mindfulness. This comes with like understanding where you're coming from, the experiences you've had, and like how they shaped you into being the person that you are. Because when you're able to take that into account, able to realize, when I see something, it reminds me of so and so, or when so and so does this thing, it reminds me of something that happened way back then, or maybe last week, or maybe you're traumatized with something that happened this morning. That happens to me all the time. I'll be like driving, and someone will merge on top of me without signalizing, without signaling, and I know for a fact I'm not in their blind spot. And they just like, man, I'm like, ah. So then after that, every time someone like gets close to the line, I'm like, oh. And for like the rest of the day, because I don't know if you've ever driven for long periods of time during the day, but there seems to be themes every day. There's like a different theme. Like usually that thing will happen more than once. It's very strange. I don't know. I'm a door dasher, so I drive for a living. But yeah, but you know, and but just knowing like where these things come from, or like what what the trigger, what honestly what the trigger is that causes a certain behavior that you're like, this is not helpful for me or anybody else around me, or whatever, however you do it. um Knowing where it is, like what connect, like, and how it connects to each other, like how each thing connects to each other, like how you react to this also, and then after that, you know, you go and you do that thing, and then that thing leads into you doing whatever, and then your whole day's ruined, and then you're like all day, and then it happened at 8 o'clock this morning, and now it's 8 o'clock at night, and you're still mad about that thing from this morning or whatever it was. I'm not saying crazy things can't happen, that, you know, whatever, but like your entire day should not be ruined because of one thing. Now, there are, of course, extenuating circumstances to all of these, but and they're not set rules. But like, if you're mad that someone cut you off in traffic and your car did not get wrecked and their car did not get wrecked and nothing fucking happened, and you're safe and sound and you're still mad, 10 hours later, we need to talk. I'm just, we need to talk, because you need to learn that that shit does not matter in the grand scheme of your life. It really doesn't. Um, but anyway, but knowing like, because just knowing that will tell you like what your values are. Like, where do you hold your values in? Like, because like, I mean, it's a painful realization, especially when you realize, oh wow, I value drama. Ooh, I said it out loud. I value chaos. Oh, you know what I mean? When you find those things, you're able to course correct them and discipline, like help yourself to not like those things, so that you can live a better, fulfilling life. So yeah. um when you do the course correction, you want to know why you're doing it. because, like I just said, because I realized that I like chaos and I don't want that to be my reality. Start there, right? And then what are some steps that you can take in order to do that? I like to meditate every day. I've never been a chaos seeking person, but since I've started meditating every single day, that definitely helps with the chaos intake. I don't take up as much chaos and negativity that I used to, because I owe it to meditation. So that's one thing you can do, and that's just like something you do every single day. Like, there's things that you can do every single day that will help you get to where you're going, like the cooking thing, meditation. Maybe you want to lose weight or something, go for a walk. Like, cooking and walking go together when it's trying to, you're losing that weight. Just physically active, not just walking in general. It is getting really dark. I wonder if I can do this one more time. It kind of worked. It kind of worked. We're almost done, I promise. And then each time you take that action each day to like fulfill what it is that you're trying to, your goal is, give yourself a reward. I mean, I'm not saying like, especially if you're trying to lose weight, every time you're like, oh, I walked a mile, like I get a whole ice cream. No, that's gonna negate everything you just did. Like, let's come up with rewards that are like actually rewarding, like, and not like they're gonna counteract what you just did. So, you could be like, you could literally just tell yourself, oh my god, you did so good today, I'm so glad you did it. It's gonna sound weird as fuck at first, but if you start doing that and you're like, hey, I am so glad he fallen over, I am so glad that you took the time to learn that new skill today, that you took the time to do that thing you said that you wanted to do. And it, honestly, like, it could literally be like, oh, I need to go to the gym or something, or like I need to go do whatever, but you have to like get out of bed and all that. Be happy you got up, woke up, open your eyes. Be happy you sat up out of your bed. You stood up. You put your shoes on. You went to the bathroom. You brushed your teeth. You got your clothes on. All that deserves an award and a reward what the fuck? All of that deserves a reward. All of that deserves you telling yourself, thank God I did this. I'm so happy that I am able to do this for myself. I'm so happy that I am being a bro to myself and I'm able to do the things that I need to do for myself. You know what I mean? Let me scoot this a different direction. This might be better. It might also be worse. We're gonna end it like, I'm gonna like this because it's just getting so dark out here right now. But yes, like, be able to, like, because when you're able to celebrate, and when you're able to like reward yourself in a way that's like uplifts you and it doesn't negate all of the good work you just did, it creates a positive feedback loop, because then you're going to be wanting to do these actions, wanting to take that time, wanting to do these things so that you can get there. Because once you like start to fall in love with the process, the adventure, because mindful adventure, when you're able to fall in love with the adventure, like, you will see results and they will be very profound, because you're not sitting there thinking to myself, why am I not there yet? Well, you gotta like take steps to get there. You can't just like pop out a loaf of bread from nothing. You gotta like put the ingredients together, depending on what kind of bread you're making, let it rise, shape it, let it rise again, and then like bake it. Like, we can't just like be popping out loaves of bread from nothing. So take it with that with that in mind. Like, you can't just like, Rome wasn't built in a day, and I know that's such the most cliche thing. Everybody's so true. Like, shit don't get built overnight like that. you gotta take the time to put the time in and effort. And again, like, not again, I haven't said this in this video, but be compassionate with yourself. Like, don't beat yourself. Actually, no, I did say this just a little bit ago. Don't beat yourself up if you're not where you think you should be. You are always where you should be. There is never a time in your life where you're not where you should be. And sometimes people say you're in the wrong place at the wrong time, but I beg to differ. I feel like all the things that you experience in your life are there to make you stronger, to make you a better person, to do things for you that no other person could possibly do for you, you know, except for you to experience these things that may or may not involve other people. But anywho, because it is getting really dark now. It's not even that dark out here, which is the craziest thing. Like the sun is still, it's still lit. Like it's still. Oh Lord, there's a big old dip here. I'm just gonna we just gonna do it this way. Is there a way for me to maybe? What the heck? Okay, well, I don't know what the fuck that was about. See, it's not that dark out here. I promise you. I told you guys it wasn't that dark out here. Hi. I don't actually know what Bear's voice is. I just make up voices as I go. Anyway, but yeah, having compassion for yourself means forgiving yourself when you mess up or when you screw up, because you're human. You're gonna be doing human things, and human things include fucking up, screwing up, not being perfect, because none of us are fucking perfect. I'm not perfect. LeBron James isn't perfect. I don't know why I said LeBron James, whatever. LeBron James, Beyonce, like fucking, I don't fucking know. Kelly Clarkson, I don't know. I'm just thinking, just random people that are coming to my mind. They're not perfect, okay? None of them are perfect. None of us are perfect. We are all human. We are all doing things. It's all trial and error. It's all learning. All right? Okay? All right? Cool. So be compassionate. Give yourself that love. Give yourself that what you wish you could have had when you were a child, when you were like, fuck, why does it feel like everything I'm doing wrong when I'm doing things right? Or I'm not, maybe it's not, maybe you really aren't doing everything right. Okay? I don't know. I don't know what your thing is. But having compassion for yourself when you fuck up, like, you fucked up. Who hasn't fucked up? Out of the billions of people that are on this planet right now, there were billions upon billions upon I mean billions of other fucking people on this planet. You don't think they fucked up? You don't think they went through this shit? You don't think they went through some kind of version of this shit? People have been living in communities for tens of thousands of fucking years. Like, you don't think they fucked up in their community groups? Come on now. Give yourself some fucking compassion. Also, at the same time, too, like I've said before, you can't get mad at a baby for not knowing how to speak and express themselves right out the womb. What baby you know how to speak straight out the... I mean, like, just came out the coochie, just came out the C-section, whatever. Straight up, hey, yo, dog, I need that titty over there. Like, can you give me some of that milk, bro? Or, oh, she can't... I need that formula, bro. Like, I need to be able to eat. Or, like, hey, man, I got a shit. No baby comes out saying full fucking sentences. Do not expect yourself to be somewhere you ain't. All right, you gotta build up tools to get there, and one of these tools is compassion. And it might take you a while to get to that point where you can give yourself that pure compassion, but when you do get there, oh my god, I'm gonna tell you right now, your life will change forever. Okay, all right, cool, all right. That is the last point we have for this video. I hope that you guys realize that discipline is really not punishment. It's not there to hurt you. It's not there to take away from you. It's not there to destroy you or make you this person that you're not, or like to force you to I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with this thing. Don't worry. Or to force you to like become something. I don't know. Like, it's not all or nothing. All right. It's not you give it all or you give nothing. It's not everything has to be perfect. It's none of that. It's you being there for yourself and course correcting yourself in a way that is helpful for you, and not in a way that's demeaning or negative towards your growth and towards where you're trying to go. Because like I said before, no one else is going to be able to. And like I said, it's not about punishment, but nobody on this planet is going to be able to discipline you in a way that you can discipline yourself, because nobody is you. And why would you want someone else to discipline you? Like, they're never gonna understand it from your exact perspective. They're not you. They weren't born from your mama or whoever, whatever the fuck was going on with your life. But they weren't born in the situation you were born into, the family you were born into, the situation, whatever. They weren't They didn't go to the same school or in the same experiences. They didn't do all the same things that you did. So how are they gonna ever know what you're thinking, how you're feeling, or anything in any moment of time? And if you're a teenager watching this, all right, act up. But like, not actually act up. Like, don't act up. Like, cut your parents some slack. They're doing the best of what they can with what they have, and they may not know what it is that they need to do, but they're trying. And it may not seem like they're trying, and maybe they aren't trying, because I've had experiences with people who just don't try, like at all, like with other people. Like, you should at least try, especially for your kid. Like, damn. Like, anyway, we're all doing what we're all doing what we have. We're all doing what we can with what we have at every point in our lives. Do not get upset at yourself or other people for the way that they like are reacting. That's on them. That's what's going on in their life. And if you feel like someone is like targeting you or whatever, they're targeting themselves, honey. Their lack of self-discipline has nothing to do with you. Okay? So just love yourself, stay true to yourself, and I just hope that you guys I really hope you guys found value in this, and I hope you guys share this with other people who may need to hear this. I know it's a long video, but like, I dropped some good stuff. I had some laughs. If you didn't laugh, I'm sorry. Not sorry. This is my stuff. If you don't like it, go somewhere else. And I hope you guys like if you guys share it with people who may need to hear this. And there's also the blog post. If you just want to share a link to the blog post, you can do that. The link doesn't look weird as shit. It literally is the URL and then the blog post and the date it came out. It's not like all the things. Come on. I guess that's it. That's all it can give. So I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your 24 hours wherever you are in the process of 24 hours. And I hope you guys subscribe. I don't really post often. I think this week I'm going to post one more video tomorrow. And which is Thursday. I just realized, am I blurry? Something. So there'll be another video coming out. But I don't post very often, like 2 videos max. I've posted 3 videos before, so it's not gonna post videos every single day. I don't do that. Okay. So go ahead and subscribe, hit that bell so you know when I'm posting. Go in the description or onto the channel and you can get to my link tree. All the social medias that I have and more. There's more stuff on there, of course, on my blog. My website, there are more blog posts and other resources there for you to find things. I don't have like a store yet, so it's not like you go there and pay for all the stuff on there right now. It's free. Okay, I love you guys so very much. If you feel led to give to me to help with this, to help with the upkeep of the website and to get some more stuff going and to like work on some projects, that would be great. I would love the monetary donation. You can find that on my support me on either website or in my link tree. It takes you to the same place. It's literally just Zelle, Cash App, and PayPal. So anyway, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here and staying all the way to the end. Like I said, I hope you have a good rest of your 24 hours wherever you are experiencing your 24 hours, whether it be a night, day, midday, evening, whatever, doesn't matter. I hope you guys is great. I hope it's great. Okay. I've been saying bye for like 5 minutes. Okay, see you guys. Bye! Love you!